So if you're looking for a top tourist destination in Durham, then this video is not for you. You could just go ahead and skip it. But if you are wondering how locals actually spend their weekends here and where do we go on a regular basis, then you can stick to this channel. Welcome to my channel. I'm Tamar, your go-to connection to all things real estate and all things Durham. I usually cover all real estate related topics, but since I've been getting a lot of questions from people who are moving here on a regular basis, what are the top places to hang out, what are the best places to check out, I decided that I would just go ahead and do a quick video about it so I can show you my top 5 favorite places that are great for casual get-togethers as well as fancy gatherings. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out my future videos about Durham. Number 1 on my list is the Durham Hotel, and I know hotel is usually not the first thing to put on your list, but trust me, in this case, this is one of the best places that you get to go to hang out. It's not really a hotel, kind of think of it as more of a destination because there's so many different events that take place here. So not only do they have the most amazing rooftop in a whole city where you can see absolutely best views, and if you're as obsessed with great amazing pictures for Instagram with most beautiful sunset pictures, you definitely need to be here. But then they have so many different events. So the hotel itself has been here forever. It has a mid-century modern decoration and feeling inside. We're going to go in there and check it out really quickly. It's really, really beautiful. So it's always, even though they have served dinner and lunch, it's usually a brunch spot for me. That's what I usually think of when I think of the Durham Hotel. But then on the weekends, they also do rooftop yoga, Saturday and Sunday. And the best part about it is that you don't actually have to be staying at the hotel to be able to register for the class and attend it. In addition to that, they do a ton of events, especially during summertime. They have jazz evenings, usually on Thursdays, and then they also team up with local vendors.
I love the atmosphere. Everything's open. It feels just very like artsy and light and bright and just like a nice casual but upscale place to sit and talk with your friends where it's not too loud and you can hear each other and enjoy your conversation while having a wonderful alcoholic drink.
Okay, my second favorite spot is 21C Hotel. This one has a ton of history and it's one of the coolest things and coolest places that you can check out here. Honestly, this probably would have been my first choice, but the Durham Hotel definitely has the best views. There's no views here, city views, but this hotel has a ton going on for it. So this used to be an old bank, so pretty soon we're going to go downstairs and check it out. On Fridays they have guided tours and you can come and check out their artwork. I think at 5 p.m. if you get here at 5 p.m. you can walk with someone, you can get your drink in your hand and walk around and check out their artwork, which they change pretty frequently. I think before COVID they used to change it more frequently, but now it's probably once a quarter. But they're definitely known for their avant-garde and cutting-edge displays. So you definitely want somebody to be here with you telling you what each artwork is. So if you want to look smart, definitely come here on Fridays at 5 and get your intel before you are sharing that story to other people. Another cool thing is that in the basement where they have cash vault, which now is just a cool place to hang out, they do cocktail classes, I think once a month. So I'm doing that next month, which I'm really excited about. And to the next spot, it's important to point out that both 21C and the Durham Hotel are within walking distance from each other, and they're both in the middle of downtown. So you have a ton of options to go out and eat if for some reason you don't feel like eating at the same hotel. One of my favorites is La Mala, which is right across the street from here. It's one of the newer Mexican restaurants here, and they definitely do a really good job with their food presentation and drink presentation as well. And on Saturdays, if you're feeling fancy, they have a DJ there so you can try out your moves. Yay, we made it to spot number 3. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. So this is spot number 3 on our list. This is Durham Central Park. And there's just so much stuff going on here. I honestly don't know where to start, but I guess we can start from here. This is the shaded park, covered park area, which could actually be rented for private events, and a lot of people have done so. And on Saturdays, they normally have farmers market here. Behind me is Cloche Brewery, which is one of the more popular places as well. I'm not into beer that much, so I can't really tell you a whole lot, but I do know that they do have a ton of different events every single day of the week. In addition, Durham's Running Club kind of meets from there, I think twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Beer and running, and what could go wrong, right? I'm also not into running, so that's another thing that I can tell you a whole lot about. So one of my favorite areas, which is also a very popular hustling and bustling place, is right behind me, which is the Durham Food Hall. They have so many different vendors there. Anything you want, they have it, from bakery to Indian food to Asian food to pizza. It does get kind of shut down a little early, even though their website says that they're open until 9. Usually if you go there around 8 or a little later, majority of vendors are not there at that time. But other than that, it's a great place to hang out. Also, it's important to mention that if you are struggling with finding parking, you can park in a Liberty Warehouse building, which is the same building that the Durham Food Hall is in. You just need to get your ticket validated. And if you've been doing as much eating and drinking as I've been suggesting, for sure you're gonna do something healthy the next day. So next up on my list is East Campus. So East Campus is another super popular spot, not only for students, but locals as well. Everybody who loves to jog or walk comes here. Another good thing about this area is that you can actually bring your dog as long as they're leashed as well. So that makes it a lot easier for people who want to walk their dog to find a cool spot. You have a ton of coffee shops around here. Mad Hatter's and Cloche Coffee is my favorite, but if it's a busy day, I would definitely just pop in the Whole Foods market, because you know you're going to be in and out really quickly. I would not recommend parking in their parking lot, however, that will definitely tow you, but there's a ton of street parking everywhere, so you could definitely use that as one of the options. Trinity Park is right next to East Campus, and it's probably one of the most expensive neighborhoods in Durham, but I absolutely love their houses here. This is very close to downtown Durham. It's essentially, actually, it is in downtown Durham, but instead of living in a condo or a small apartment, you get to live in a gigantic house. The Duke Gardens is by far one of my favorite places, and on my list, this is probably the only thing you're going to see that's also going to be in TripAdvisor. So because of that, it gets very, very hectic here, especially during the summer months. Weeks to avoid are Parents Week, Graduation Week, and when students are moving in at the end of August. Those are usually very, very crowded times to be here. This is a very popular spot for getting married, taking pictures for graduations, and all types of things. Yesterday, I was actually here with a friend of mine, and it was their first time here. So she was just in awe at how beautiful everyone looked in their dresses, and everybody was taking pictures. But by the time this is your 10th or 15th time, you just want to elbow those people out of the way, because they're just everywhere and taking up all the space. But generally, this is a very quiet space, especially during off-season months. So it's a really great place to come by, hang out, walk. It's also very popular with runners. You do need to get here really early in the morning, however. Behind me is a visitor center. Right now, they're kind of setting up for a wedding, so you can actually rent it out for a private venue. But during the summer months, they do concert series, which takes place out here on the lawn, which is really, really cool. They have live music that you can bring your blankets and chairs and just hang out. Tickets are extremely affordable for those events. And then also inside of the visitor center, they always do different types of concerts, performances, flower shows.